Hi everybody, Fernando here. Today we're going to talk about negotiation skills. Stick around. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Today I'm going to talk about negotiation because it's a topic that I'm completely obsessed with it. I've spoken about this before. I had a father, he's still alive. I have a father that he used to fight with everybody. You know, he had like this huge temper, and I grew up watching my father picking fights with everybody. He was a lawyer, so that explains some of it. And then when I started my career, I realized I was going into the same path. You know, I had this huge ego problem, and I was fighting everybody, and all the time it was negotiation. For me was a conflict, for me was a fight. So I had a lot of issues dealing with negotiation, and I think that's why that's one of the reasons that now that I'm a little more mature, that's one of the reasons that I'm completely obsessed with negotiation. And also because I am an engineer, so I always had more technical skills than soft skills, than people skills. So that's something that's completely, not completely, but some sort, it's not as natural as it is for other people. That's what I mean. So today what I'm going to talk about is the book Never Split the Difference from Chris Voss. And I really like this book, and I'm always trying to get my hands on books about negotiation. But this one, it really confirms my recent thesis on negotiation, and I wanted to share with you because I've seen that firsthand. I've worked with some amazing salespeople, and I see them doing those actions, and I want to share with them. And actually, Chris Voss, it goes even further on the things that I believed. So that's one of the reasons that I really like this book. Okay, so the first big idea here is to learn how to listen. A lot of people, they sometimes I'm teaching now, listen, but when you try to do it tomorrow, there are different levels of listening. You know, sometimes you think you're listening, but you're really not. So you have to be a very good listener. It's the same idea when you go to the shrink. When you go to the shrink and speak for 1 hour, don't you feel relieved? Don't you feel understood? Don't you feel good when you leave the shrink? It's the same thing happens with people that know how to listen. When you get one of those people, they're usually salesmen, and they listen to you, and they encourage you to speak, and they try to understand your reasons, and they give out their time to listen to you. And when you do that, you not only start a negotiation, but you also are making friends when you start to listen to people. So I want to make a challenge for you. Try this week to talk to one person, at least one person per day, and really put yourself into listening and encouraging them to speak about their motives, their passions, what they like, what they don't like, how they like it, how they don't like it, what are their fears. Really try to understand those situations. And that's Chris Voss does an excellent job doing that on his book Never Split the Difference. And then when you get to that point when people feel understood, then what you can say, you can mirror their actions, you can repeat what they're saying, and then you get them to say that's right. So you start so it seems like you're telling me this. And when they go, that's right, then that's when you evolve to the second part of the negotiation. So you listen to them, you kind of notice the important things for them, then you repeat. It sounds like it's important for you. It sounds like you're afraid of this, you don't want this. And then when you get to that's right, that's when you go to the next step of the negotiation. And the way I see it, what you want to do now is to let them come up with the solution for you. So let's say you're negotiating a property and all you can pay is $200,000. So you're like, it sounds like you think $250 is a fair value for this property, and they go, yeah, that's right. So you go like, well, my budget was 200,000. What can we do? What do you think we can do? So put the trouble on their feet. Let them come up with the solution. Let them go over and think about the solution. That he calls calibrated questions. So you are asking people to help you, and solve that your problem, the problem that you're together. And once they find a solution on their own, it's gonna be much more easier for them to accept that solution. And the other thing that the book talks about that I find it super interesting, it's the no part. So according to the author, the no is actually the start of the negotiation. So when you get to the no, you have to continue to listen actively, so you can understand the reasons behind that no, and then you go back to the mirroring, and you sound like, it seems like, and they go, that's right, and then you kind of frame the problem, and then we can evolve to the next part again. So this is my tip for you on negotiation. Listen actively, understand their motives, mirror them, make them say that's right. So you go, it sounds like it's important for you that, blah, 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 and they go, that's right. And once you get that's right, you start to ask them, you put out your limitations, and you ask them to help you to find a solution for that limitation. Okay, so this is my exercise for you this week. If you want to master your negotiation skills, I'm most certain I'm gonna be doing more videos about it. So hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, so you can continue to watch my tips on negotiations. See you. Bye bye.